With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down. McDonald. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. On first down, McDonald. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On first and 10, McDonald. Smith catches left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
At the 5-yard line.
This is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
With Henry. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. McDonald sets to throw, and that is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't in a crazy, crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did.
Watch the slack, watch the slack. Hey, Charlie. 51 the mic, 51 the mic. Watch the run.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Minshew. They'll run the screen with Mack. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Let me feel myself a little bit. 70, Indy.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready? 60, Pittsburgh.
Minshew with a give to Fournette. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
All day, just like that.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. The hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm going to come back to you. 61, matchbox lights.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Gardner Minshew, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Titans nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's McDonald. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And the Titans first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, McDonald. He's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
First down, Tennessee.
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald, and right side, Henry's got it. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
From the gun, McDonald. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
5 yards.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald, and it's complete. Henry. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
First down, Titans.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, McDonald. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Tucker McCann out now for the Titans field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. McCann's kick up and good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Any weapon. Score. You're on line, baby. Get this. You're on line. Showing it. 51 to Mike, boys. 51. Hey, seam 6.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go now. 50, plant. Hey, Alpha.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Watch the screen.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Operating from the gun, McDonald, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Henry, and he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but he stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 51. Watch the run. Mike 51. All day.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Go. 8-3. Hey, Delta.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He dumps this off to Mack, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Complete to Marlon Mack. It's a gain of 5.
Throwing again on second down. Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Nice, sweetheart.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
7.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, Will. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Here's Minshew. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Rock it.
This is Mack on the counter. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Minshew sets to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Check, check. Lefty. Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Titans 3. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
26 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. To throw on 2nd down. McDonald, they set up the screen for Henry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
Josh Allen.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Again, it's Henry. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run on first down. Henry. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
They go play action with McDonald. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. K'Lavon Chaisson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This a 33-yard attempt. McCann's kick up and good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Maurice Hurst.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw on second down. Minshew. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Brings up third down.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his second incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. Minshew throwing on third down. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Derrick Henry. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
He's tackled at
just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run it again with Fournette. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 21.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing is McDonald. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On second down, here's Henry. Stays on his feet, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be third down.
On the play, and it's third down.
From the gun, McDonald eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Bradley Roby on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald, quick slant to Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's McDonald. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee.
To number 11,
A.J. Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Minshew with a give to Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
3rd and 5.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continue.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Caleb Chason make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time and nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
On 4th down, McDonald. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. Thank goodness. That means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line.
Today's final score.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Jacksonville, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try